Today we have such a beautiful day. I think it's about 15 degrees, sunshine, and it just feels so incredibly warm. Hey guys, what is up? Great to see you again to this video where we will talk about how to ride a motorcycle and how to start to ride a motorcycle. Oh, what a view, hey? And this guy almost didn't see me. Alright, I'm just trying to find a nice quiet spot here.
A few moments later.
I found a quiet spot! Finally! Here we go. Phenomenal. About half an hour later, we finally got a good spot. Alright, let's do this. Okay, first thing you usually want to do when you want to start riding a motorcycle, you get on it, right? So usually you access it from the left. So usually, okay, I have to lose my gloves. Here we go. So usually what I do is I grab the left handlebar, swing my leg over, and then that's about it. For lifting it up, there's a little trick, especially if you're a shorter woman or it's a super heavy bike. Twist your motorcycle all the way to the right, or like at least the front tire, and then while you try to push it up, you also twist the front wheel to line up straight again. It's just a little trick and a little cheat to like get it up easier, which is especially handy when, oh sorry, it's so dusty. I really need to clean her. Anyways, that's just a little trick, especially when you're riding a Harley Davidson, as they are usually more on the heavier side. Anyways, let's go through the controls and everything you can see up front here. Everything you see here is basically pretty standard, especially for the Iron 883, except of this guy. So you have your throttle here on the right with the front brake right there, and then here on the left side, this one here is like fixed, so it doesn't really do anything except of placing your hand, and you have the clutch here on the left. Then while you have here the power switch, that's just how it starts up your bike, or you kill it again. So you probably are surprised, like, why does it actually even start without having like the key in anywhere or start up the ignition? Well, simple reason, it's a 2019 yeah, Harley Davidson. That means it only comes in like a little fob like that. So as soon as this fob is close to the motorcycle, it will start with the kill switch. If it would be too far away, it only gives you an alarm, and then you really cannot do anything with it. As soon as you turn it on, you see like the oil light, the check engine light, and also the neutral. That means, well, you're in the neutral, so you don't have, your motorcycle wouldn't go anywhere as soon as you would fire her up. We will do that in a second. Well, actually, this would be the button right here. So it's just a habit. I always pull in the clutch regardless, no matter if the neutral is in or not. Just out of the simple reason, it could still jump back into a gear and then just startles, and it's so annoying. Okay, and then just by holding that button down, it fires up. And then you still see that the neutral is still in there, so I let the clutch go and it doesn't go anywhere. The clutch is your best friend. Okay, hold on. So the clutch is your best friend because as soon as you go too fast, let's say, or you feel like you're losing control over your bike, pull in the clutch, really just like that, and it's going to save your butt. So don't let it go fast or start to like smash the brakes. Just pull in the clutch. That most of the times is solving your situation fairly quick, especially as a new rider. Then you of course also have your warn signals right here. Oh, by the way, you would have to have your ignition thing there on, so the kill switch needs to be turned on or off. In what direction would you say that? Anyways, so these here would be just your warn signals, so they would flash in either direction. Then here you have the control over your light, so if you want to have a low beam or high beam. I ride most of the time during the day just because A, it's safer and it's still a little bit warmer than during night. then this little button here is just switching your indications down here. So from like kilometers and like what time it is. Oh, that's actually not the right time either. Oh no, it is the right time. Oh my gosh, it's already late today. And then also your little gear indicator and RPM. So because we're not driving, it's really not showing you anything. Then the overall kilometers and the day trips again. And then of course, the honk. The indicators are on the left and right hand side. I think that's pretty much a Harley thing. They will jump out as soon as you did your turn, unless you just did a little lane switch, then it would just stay in, so you have to click on it again to turn it on. Oh, now on, so you see it's on or off. And that's pretty much it as soon as it comes to like your handlebar controls. So let's just turn it off so the battery's not dying on me. Then down here you have basically your foot pegs. So your foot peg, and then this is here is your brake for your back tire. And then here on the left side you have another foot peg and your shifter. So one of the things that was so confusing for me at the beginning before I had a chance to sit on the bike like for the first time is shifting the motorcycle. I grew up shifting cars, whole different story. I was not too worried about it whatsoever. However, because you always see like the things where you have to push down to go to the first, but then go up into neutral, but then up again in a second, like how would that work when you're on the road? It's very intuitive, so don't freak out over that just yet. It's very easy and not complicated at all. Anyways, reason why they have neutral basically above the first is, let's say you're sitting on a traffic light, you are set in neutral because you're waiting to switch for the lights to turn, which by the way you should not do. You should always be in the ready position. But let's say it happens for whatever reason and you see a car comes up behind you very fast and you can't get out in time. It's easier to just like smash your shift down and like try to get away in the first gear and call it a day this way. So it might save it, but it could also have a complete different like reason for it. It's just, this was the way it was explained to me, and I think it makes sense. So if you have a different idea, or if you actually know why they did that, let me know. So yeah, anyways, as soon as you pull in the clutch, you press down and then you hear the little click that goes into the first gear. So you're in the first gear. That means when you do like a little half shift, I'm not sure if you heard that. Here, hold on, I will be quiet for a sec. There. And then you would be in neutral again. And if you do the full shift up on top again, you're in second, third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, and then same thing when you go down again, and then you're in first again. So it's pretty intuitive. I definitely can recommend to do like a safety course where an instructor would explain everything to you and you're in a safe setting. So you just get a feel for it, but honestly don't stress about it too much. And then let's actually move the bike a little so I can show you the friction point. Okay, let's fire up. Point number 1, kickstand up, pull in your clutch, turn off or on the kill switch depending on how you want to call it. See that check that the neutral is still in place, and then you power up. What you would do now is you go down into first gear, so tap down, there you go, and you see how the neutral disappeared. So now we want to try something that's called like start into the friction point. So you let the clutch go just a tiny bit, and you can see how the bike wants to pull away. So again, yeah, there you can see it. I let it go a little bit, and the bike wants to pull. And as soon as you pull the clutch back in, it basically pretty much stops. Okay, so let it go a little bit further, and here we go. You're rolling. Every bike has its friction point on a different place or a different distance. It triggers it at a different time, so you just have to play with it a little, and well, that's about it. And this is really the toughest part, so as soon as you can figure that out, you are good to go. And before we do anything else, I have to remember to take a thumbnail, because lately I've been a very bad YouTuber and didn't take any thumbnails in a proper way. We'll be back in a second. Alright, okay, so what did we learn? Take your grippy handlebars, turn the tire to the right, push and turn it back for easier lift up. Kick back your kickstand, pull in your clutch, turn off or on your kill switch, and fire up. Alright, I will close my visor again, just in case. Okay, so my clutch is still in, the neutral is still in, but we want to go now. So, we push down the shifter, so it clicked. We're in first gear now, neutral is gone, and we will now let the clutch go slightly and carefully. And here we go. And then you will just power up or give this throttle a little push, so your clutch is not going to die, or your bike. And then you wait the traffic to lighten up. So, by the way, this is not a good accent for a new rider. So when you start riding and are looking for and on a train, okay, hold on. So good. So when you start riding the motorcycle, or when you just learn on how to ride the motorcycle, make sure you find a good big parking spot where you can get easily in and out, or out, you know what I mean. Maybe you have someone who has a motorcycle, who has like the full license already, and can bring you the bike to the big parking lot for you to exercise and train on it. Just because the traffic is still dangerous, and especially as a new rider, you have bigger concerns. Okay, I think this video is already long enough. Thank you so much, guys, for keep watching that. If you're indeed a new rider, have tons of fun, ride safe. Or if you're just thinking about buying a motorcycle or getting a license, just do it. Honestly, life is way too short. Buy this darn motorcycle. Like, tagging Adam Sandoval there. The community is amazing. It's a whole different ball game. No matter what you do, be safe out there, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye.